Imagine sitting in a hospital room watching a loved one struggle to survive. Doctors have done all they can, but the only thing that can help save this person's life is an organ transplant. The problem is that there aren't enough organs available, so now this person must hope and wait until a donor becomes available in time. Fortunately for thousands of Americans, this is a situation that they experience every day. According to the Health and Resources Department, over 100,000 Americans are waiting for organ transplants. Today, I will be speaking in favor of organ donations because it saves lives and it addresses a critical shortage in donations. I'll explain the problem of the organ donor shortage, and I'll discuss how donations can help solve this issue, as well as why registering to become an organ donor is really important. The need for organ donors is a serious and growing problem, especially since the population is aging. Many patients suffering from organ failure rely on organ donations and transplants to increase their chances of survival. People go through things like liver failure, heart failure, kidney failure, and lung disease. Um, this means that while there is great medical technology that can perform the procedures for transplants, there just isn't enough organs available. Um, According to the organ procurement department, approximately 17 people die every day waiting for a transplant. Um, the need for organ donors is a serious and growing problem. Many patients suffering from organ failure rely on transplants as their only chance of survival. Um, One effective solution to this problem is increasing the number of people that register to become organ donors. Um, According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, one organ donor can have the ability to save 8 people, even more people if they include tissue donation. Um, this means that a single decision can help save multiple people's lives, especially if they're suffering from life-threatening conditions. Um, but despite all of these benefits, some people hesitate to become an organ donor because they believe that if they were to register as organ donors, doctors wouldn't try as hard to save them. Um, but doctors are actually legally and ethically required to focus on saving the patient's life first before considering donations. Organ donation is only considered after every possible effort has been made to save that patient's life first. Um, because of all of these like strict ethical standards, registering as an organ donor does not affect the level of care a person receives in the ER if they were to go to an ER. Um, Also, different cultural beliefs and religious beliefs regarding the body after death is what stops some people from becoming organ donors, as well as there's a lack of awareness about the process of how to become an organ donor. Um, so now imagine what the future could look like if more people were to choose to become an organ donor. Thousands of patients that are currently waiting on an online registry. Um, would receive the organs they need to save their lives. Um, Families also would experience a lot of relief and hope, and instead of the constant fear that they face every day, doctors and surgeons and healthcare providers, the hospitals would have more opportunities to save patient lives through organ transplants. However, if people keep avoiding um, organ donation, the shortage will increase and people will continue dying from not receiving the organs that they need to survive. Fortunately, there is something that all of us can do um, to help the shortage. Um, One simple step is registering to become an organ donor through your driver's license, or an online registry that you can look up on Google. The process is very short. It can take less than 5 minutes. Um, Another important step before signing up to become an organ donor is discussing it with your family first so that they know your wishes if and when that time comes. Um, Organ donation is one of the most meaningful ways that a person um, can do to contribute to another person in regards to saving their life. Um, Organ donation is truly like the greatest gift that you can give someone else because can be the gift of life. And that is why I believe that my stance is for organ donation today. Thank you.